Welcome back. Now, we're all partial to a good cheese toastie, but what if I told you there's a way to make them even better? Well, Eva Pao from Asia Market is with us now with her recipe for Korean-style toasties.
Street toast, I know.
Street toast.
Yeah, so on the streets of Korea, I've been when I'm in Seoul, this is one of my most favorite dishes, and it's so addictive. So when I actually made it when I went home, my whole family, everybody who tastes this loves it. And for kids, actually, it's quite good because you don't actually notice that all the veggie going into the toast.
Yeah.
So I'm going to start with making this veggie omelette. Okay. You can use any vegetables that you like, but in Korea, I guess they're really a huge fan of cabbage. So this is probably the most traditional type of veggie that's used in this omelette. So into a bowl, I've added some shredded cabbage and then some shredded carrot.
Yeah.
And then some onion. So everything is just kind of in small, thin pieces because you want it to cook quite quickly.
Right.
And then I've added some scallion. And you can leave out anything that you don't like. And then into that, I'm just going to add some egg. So I did 2 eggs.
All right.
And so everything is super simple. A little bit of salt, and some pepper.
All right.
And then you mix this, and then all around, and then you start frying it up.
I would have thought that for that amount of veg, that you would need more than 2 eggs.
Well, you don't want it to be like a thick kind of frittata.
Okay.
So you just want it to really coat it.
You're the boss now. No. That's why you're there and I'm sitting over here.
So I've got this pan heated, and I'm just going to get my stick of butter and just lightly grease the pan with some butter. And then I'm going to add in some of this mixture. So the key with this mixture, I guess, is to make it slightly thin. So you want it to cook 2 minutes on each side.
Okay.
So you kind of pat it down. And sometimes I like to kind of put a little bit of the egg mixture in, like kind of pour a little bit of the egg mixture into it. So it just helps it stick together.
Okay. That's the glue.
The glue, yeah, exactly. So that should be sizzling away. I'll just turn up the heat.
The emphasis was on should.
Should be. And then usually after you make the omelette, then I butter the pan again and then put the bread in. So you kind of make heat your toast with some butter. So I'm just going to use this in this pan here.
Like ideally, could you have 3 or 4 of those going in the pan at the same time?
Yes, I usually put about 2.
Okay.
Yeah, and so 2 minutes on each side, and then you flip it over.
All right. Okay.
But so on this pan, I'm going to do the bread. So just white bread is best for this one, I think.
Okay.
But I've tried it with like sourdough and other types of bread, so it works either way.
Okay.
So on both sides, you kind of butter it. I've tried this. You can do it 2 ways, right? You can butter the toast, butter both sides of the bread, and then you can put it into the pan and heat it. Or you can butter the pan and then heat the toast.
But either way is fine with me, I've got to tell you.
So, for timing purposes, I have made the omelette, which is here.
You see. So 2 minutes either side. And then do you set it aside for a little while or do you serve straight away?
It's really good hot.
Okay, hot.
So yes, I would usually kind of make it ready to go. So when like my family are ready to eat, and they always have cravings for this one, and I have cravings for this too. So and there's another surprising ingredient. I'm going to put the sandwich together, and then I'm going to tell you what is surprising about the ingredients.
This is the toasty with a difference.
So this is the toast. I'm just going to take this off the heat. So I've got my kind of butter toasted bread, and then I'm going to add in the omelette. Okay, then I'm going to add in some sugar.
Sugar?
Yes.
Okay.
So you sprinkle some sugar over this. This is one of the...
That's not a pancake, by the way. That is an omelette for those who are literally just tuning in right now.
And then I'm going to grab some ham.
Okay, why the sugar, if you don't mind?
Well, it's just how they do it in Korea.
Okay.
And so it's a kind of a surprising ingredient, but also one that's really nice. So I'm just going to try to get the cheese on top. And then it's just some ketchup and some Kewpie mayo.
Okay.
So the Kewpie mayonnaise, I don't know if you know it. It's like a Japanese,
I'm not familiar with it, yeah.
Japanese mayo. So it's a cross between like a salad cream and a mayonnaise, so it has a bit more flavour.
Okay.
And it is just delicious, kind of added into everything.
So do we need to be going to the Asian market to be picking up our...
Absolutely, picking up your Kewpie mayo. But I promise you that if you just mix, I use this so in everything. Like, you can mix it with a little bit of like chili oil to get like or sriracha or anything. Okay. And you are done with this toast.
That's the goodness. That's it, sorted.
Exactly. So I'm going to serve this on a plate for you to try.
Thank you very much. Now, you could, of course, leave the ham out.
Yes. You could just have your veg. The thing about it is that you can put. You see, in Korea, they actually add in another layer of like just cabbage, kind of like fresh cabbage on top, and then they put the tomato ketchup and the mayo. And I've tested it also using like pickled.
Right.
Pickled kind of veg, and it tastes amazing as well. So there are so many things you can substitute and add and take out and experiment with this.
And even with the ingredients for the omelette too, you can
use any veg you
like
want.
You said. What are these little things?
Those are, it's actually a type of Korean snack, like a crisp, their type of a crisp. So listen, for you to try.
it's a toasty with some crisps on the side. Okay. The proof is in the eating, folks. Tough job, tough job. That's delicious. Isn't it? Mm-hmm.
It's like you're kind of hiding a lot of the veg in... You wouldn't automatically think to put it in, a sandwich, but gives it some substance, and believe me, it's addictive.
Oh, yeah, it is. I can understand why the family are queuing at the pan for these in our house. Try it. Omelette, white cabbage, onion, scallion, bit of carrot. It certainly worked for us. And there will be a queue from the gallery, I'd say, in the next few minutes. Anyway, Eva, good to see you. OK, full recipe details are on our website. Of course, you can find more from Eva on asiamarket.ie. After the break, Messer Pascal the Rascal will be swinging into studio. The TikTok star joins us in just a few minutes.